Adored You by Rachel Lynette. The first date, day one.
Hi.
Hi. Are you gonna...
Oh, no. Yes. Maybe.
I hate blind dates.
This is the blind date we set ourselves up on.
I actually really love the idea of a self-set up blind date.
Right.
So, George or Martha?
What?
Are you a George or a Martha?
I don't... Is that a reference to...
Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Have you read it?
I haven't. I'm not, I don't read a lot of plays.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You're a sociology professor.
Anthropology. Really, I study linguistic anthropology. So it's, most of what I read is really how our language has evolved over time to be shorthands because we are trash at being humans and communicating with each other.
Oh,
That's what my dissertation is on, anyway.
oh. uh, I don't like the letter things we do.
What?
Like OMG, FML, TFW.
What's TFW?
I don't know. There are all these letters now, and I can't keep up. I mean, the guides can't keep up. The youths are constantly coming up with all these new alphabet slangs, and it makes me feel old. And I'm not that old. It feels like they're intentionally coming up with a new language to remind me I'm hip, but not that hip.
I don't think they say things like hip.
Oh, well, whatever they say.
Do you read a lot of plays?
My ex-girlfriend was a playwright, and she made me read a lot of them. I liked all of them except hers.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Is it too soon to be talking about exes?
I don't think so. We're gay, right? Are we supposed to lead in with that? What happened? With your ex, I mean.
Oh, what always happens. There's a ticking time clock thingy on relationships. 3 years is the longest you can really stand someone. I think after 3 years, people either say, fuck it, fine, this is my life now. Or they go, not you, and leave.
So 3 years. That's it. That's the expiration date.
That's it. That's all we get.
My parents have been married 40 years.
But are they happy?
I think so. They seem happy. They're very into each other.
Huh. An anomaly.
Your parents?
Oh, they're together. They hate each other, though.
Oh,
So, what do you say? Can I have the next 3 years?
I don't know anything about you.
That's what the 3 years are for.
Is that how it works?
Isn't that all dating is? I mean, learning as much as you can about someone until there's nothing left to learn?
I think there's some romance sprinkled in there somewhere.
Is there?
I bet that we'd last longer than 3 years. I give us 4.
The parents, 13 months.
Your friend?
I didn't think
You called me your friend.
my parents are. It wouldn't have mattered what I called you, okay? To my mother, you will always be my friend.
We live together.
Doesn't matter. We're Catholic. Okay, we don't. There's a lot we just don't talk about. Okay, I have an uncle who's been living with his friend for 25 years.
I'm not your Uncle Alex.
Listen, this is why I didn't want you to meet them.
Because you're still in the closet?
Is it in the closet if I'm out and they refuse to accept it?
Yes.
Okay, that's. They suck. Okay, Lila, and they're barely in my life. I see them like twice a year.
You met my parents 2 months in.
Yeah, and I thought that was weird.
Weird that you thought it was weird.
I'm not white. We don't just like introduce peeps to our parents just randomly like that.
When I was dating,
I swear to God, if you bring up that Puerto Rican ex-girlfriend of yours, I'm going to throw something, okay? I'm not Puerto Rican. You can't just come to the cookout and casually meet my family. My family's Honduran. We're different.
I wasn't going to bring up.
Yes, you were.
Your parents know I speak Spanish, right?
Obviously not.
They called me flaca.
You're a little skinny.
What? You think I'm too skinny?
Compliment.
It is not a compliment.
They could have called you worse.
Alex!
Lila, can't we just pour a drink and go to bed and have really great sex and just be like excited that I finally introduced you to my parents?
Your parents who hate me.
My parents who hate everyone. Okay, my mom tried to get the mailman fired because he used the informal when he addressed her. And she said he was too familiar.
What?
Yeah, our poor mailman, who's white, obviously, didn't know the word usted, and my mom tried to get him fired.
How do you even get a mailman fired?
Exactly, she's nuts.
Gorgeous. Like frighteningly so.
Yes, my parents are very attractive and insane.
You hadn't told them about me.
I told them about the gist of you.
The gist of me?
You know, like we live together.
Your dad thought I was your roommate.
You are my roommate.
No, I am
You're
your...
my sexy roommate. Okay, like, yeah, we have a lot more fun than the average roommate, but we're technically still roommates.
So then so are your parents. So are my parents.
Once you have kids, the dynamic changes.
So I have to have kids to be something more than your roommate?
I didn't make up the rules.
You're making them up right now. Have you ever even dated a guy?
Oh, no, gross.
Well, then why do your parents think you're straight?
They think I'm picky.
Oh my God. My parents love you.
I'm a lovable person.
How are we ever supposed to get married if your parents can't accept that you're gay?
Wait, married?
I mean, it's hypothetical.
Do you want to get married?
Not.
You want to marry me?
I feel like you're ignoring my real issue with this.
I mean, I never imagined I'd ever get married.
Wait, what?
Like, I just assumed it would never happen.
You don't want to get married?
I don't know.
So how would this work? We just date endlessly?
I assumed it would end when it's supposed to. I
When it's supposed to?
don't know what to say without upsetting you.
If you bring up that 3 years bullshit right now, I swear to
The
God.
idea of marriage Makes me want to like protest in the streets.
What?
Like it makes me feel like my rights are being taken away. I mean, you see my parents, like they're married.
So are mine. Not all marriages have to look like your parents.
Is this a deal breaker for you?
I don't know. Maybe.
Are we together? 1 month.
It's open.
I thought you said you'd be ready
Ready?
for the show. It starts at 8.
It's 7.
Doors open at 7:15 and it's general admission.
I mean, we'll get good seats.
It's sold out.
It's a free show. Okay, whenever a free show sells out, like 10 people show up.
It was your idea.
So don't get mad.
What?
What if we don't go?
I put on heels for this, Alex.
Yes. Why though?
I don't know how to dress for the theater. This was my first show.
Oh yeah. I mean, this isn't like a show. It's. I mean, you can honestly wear sweats to this.
Alex!
I got pizza. I got beer. I could put on the L word, and we can just not go.
I thought this was important to your friend.
It's a reading.
You were the worst.
If it's important to you, we'll go.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
If it's important to you. This was your idea. You were the one who got me super excited to see the play and how your friend is the next young Jean Lee. And I told you I didn't know who that is. And then you were...
I already texted Jan and told her I was sick.
Why didn't you text me and tell me so I didn't...
I wanted to see you dressed up. You look hot.
Thanks.
I mean, you always look hot, but this is really nice.
I thought we were going out.
Do you really want to? So you're welcome. I mean, what season do you want to start with?
We watch Queer as Folk instead.
Really? The lesbians that are horrible.
Lesbians are horrible. They make you dress up for a formal introduction to the theater, and then they don't even tell you you're not really going.
I'm sorry. Are we together?
What?
Are we together? Like, are you my person?
Person?
You know, like my girlfriend.
I don't know. Are you asking me?
Would you say yes?
Are you asking? Where are you going?
I'm changing.
What? Why?
We should go.
What? Do you want to be together?
Lila, why? Are you asking me to be your girlfriend?
Alex.
I'm flattered.
Oh, God.
I would love to be your girlfriend.
Oh my God.
I thought you'd never ask. We're gonna be late, and if I don't get the aisle seat, I will murder someone.
Baby, 30 months.
Are you cleaning?
What? I clean sometimes.
Not unless I ask you to.
That's not true.
Alex, my love, who I adore so deeply, have you done the dishes?
The ones from this morning? I was just about to get to that.
Okay. Alex, my soulmate, light of my life. Have you mopped the bathroom floor yet?
Maciel.
What?
What do you think of the name? Maciel.
Why do I... If this is you asking me if we can have an open relationship, I swear to God, I will burn
No,
this.
I'm not. Jeez, I was kidding when I asked, okay? What about the name Laurel? Hmm.
Fine name, I guess. What is this?
What about Mix? Alex, Alex Mateo.
Are you getting a cat?
You want a cat?
I wouldn't mind having a cat. I asked you if... Wait, Alex, what is this?
So, I was getting groceries and
Groceries is not groceries.
fine. I was getting wine. You know the grocery store on State has a boxed wine I like. But before, next to the grocery was that weird adult video place that was always kind of creepy and
One you kept saying that we should go in.
as a joke. Okay. Anyway, now there's a baby store next to it, and I saw this onesie, and I started crying. Just,
Why did a onesie make you cry?
you keep saying we're not ready for kids,
We're not.
but you have like this badass job, and my freelance stuff is picking up every day. I mean, financially, we're definitely ready, so I want to maybe have one.
We're too young for children.
We're in our 30s.
I know. I I never saw myself as a mom. Literally everything about pregnancy is kind of disgusting.
You wouldn't have to get pregnant. Benefit of being a lesbian, a spare uterus.
A spare uterus?
You know what I mean? Don't you want a little tiny little monster who throws up on us and cries nonstop, who we love like crazy, would do anything for?
That is not a pretty
Us?
that is not a pretty picture of motherhood.
Well, you know all the good stuff. Plus, new babies have that smell.
They're not, they're not cars, Alex.
Oh my God, it's real, okay? Look it up. Women can sense this smell on babies that biologically make us want to protect them.
This feels made up.
Look it up.
Alex, I didn't realize. I thought you wanted kids the same way that you want to like visit Tokyo. Like it'd be cool if it happened, but it wasn't like a deal breaker.
You don't want kids at all?
I don't I'm not against it.
I know it's a big step, okay, and it's scary, but we can do this. Okay, I believe that we can do this. I love you. We're going to be together forever. Why not share what we have with a tiny little...
Pregnant.
Nope.
Promise to never ask me.
I swear I will never ask you that. Let's make a baby, baby.
Don't ever say that again. But yeah, okay. But I want to be the dad, you know? The shitty parent who gets a free pass because societal expectations are lower for them.
Done. I've been ready to be a super mom my whole life.
Wedding night, 24 months.
There's my wife.
Hi, love.
What are you doing out here?
I needed a break.
I'm really surprised your dad came.
I'm not surprised my mom didn't.
My mom said that she'd never seen you in a dress before. She expected you to wear tux.
With my boobs?
You
I never get all the buttons to button.
could have gotten it tailored.
Who am I, Bruce Wayne?
Who is the Bruce Wayne of the Marvel Universe?
All the really rich characters are villains.
Isn't Professor X super rich?
I stand by what I said.
Professor X is a villain?
After what he did to his son, yes.
Who is his son again?
Thank you for trying, but you can stop now.
Thank you. I was worried I was gonna have to pull out my notes. Are you happy with how it all turned out? The ceremony was,
Yeah. When I asked Jan to write it, I didn't think she'd lean so heavy on Elizabeth Bishop poetry.
well, she is your favorite.
She is. But I wanted our love story highlighted, not. And now presenting Elizabeth Bishop, the one person show featuring Lila McGuire and Alex Reyes.
We have taken each other's last names.
Is is that a serious question? We still can.
Who would take whose last name?
Alex McGuire doesn't not have a nice ring to it.
And Lila Reyes does?
We could do what a lot of families like mine have done for years. Lila McGuire Reyes.
No offense. Specifically, no cultural offense, but I hate hyphens.
Well, that was my last line in the sand.
This is why we kept our own last names.
You brought it up.
Yeah, to start this fight. To remind you when you're feeling sentimental later after we've had a ton of sex on a beach somewhere, and you're like, wait, why isn't Lila taking Reyes? It has such a nice ring to it. So now, you think of this moment and go, oh, right, we talked about it on our wedding night.
So when you say a ton of sex, can you quantify that for me? Like 5 times tonight? 4?
Oh, I'm exhausted. I've been up since 4 a.m. And we have to catch the plane tomorrow. I will make it up to you when we get to Sambo Creek.
My dad cried when I said we were going to Honduras for our honeymoon. And my mom gave me my grandmother's ashes to spread there. So parts of our honeymoon is going to be a bit weird.
I figured. I want to meet your family that still lives there.
Why is a super sad song playing at our wedding?
Because it's your favorite.
Want to dance? I can never pretend to be like just some lover.
I bet he thought that too.
Really, I mean, you look incredible tonight.
You always tell me that.
You always do.
I don't like the way my hair came out.
Perfect.
It's a bit too curly in this, like,
Perfect.
promise to love me longer.
I promise to love you forever.
Forever, forever.
Forever, forever.
I can only commit to this lifetime. All bets are off the table in the afterlife.
Got it?
You can have the same deal.
Forever, forever, Lila.
You talk a big game, but both Helena Troy and Lena Horne are up in heaven. You're still going to be faithful when Cleopatra comes through spitting game?
Please never say spitting game again.
So no then?
Forever, forever.
Moving in together. 6 months.
How do you already have mail? We just moved in.
I forwarded my address. Alex, please tell me that all of these boxes are not full of comic books.
Okay, I can tell you that.
Alex!
But I don't think it's a good idea to begin this, experiment based on lies.
Experiment?
I mean, when a couple first moves in together, it's kind of like the weirdest, wildest experiment.
How many of these boxes are comic books?
Did you really label all of your boxes?
Yes, because I'm an adult. How many boxes?
Um, 2, 3.
Oh my god! Did you bring your clothes?
Yes,
Where?
suitcase on the floor of my apartment. I'm going to head back for them in.
You brought your comic books before your clothes.
Am I changing in the next hour?
Are you getting a quiz on whether or not Magneto has mind reading powers in the next hour?
Wrong power, babe. Or wrong person. I mean, I'm not sure who you were trying to figure out there, but only like 4 of them are comic books.
And the others are graphic novels? Alex,
I'm not going to say most of the boxes aren't books.
where are we going to put all of your books? You used to keep your books on the floor. We are not.
I got a bookshelf.
You.
What?
You need 2 bookshelves. Like full-size bookshelves. Where are we going to put these?
You don't have books?
I have a Kindle.
All of your books are on your Kindle.
Most of them, yeah.
What do you do when you meet someone and you're like, I know the perfect book for you? Do you lend them your Kindle?
And why am I lending out books to strangers?
It could change their lives.
Well, go change some strangers' lives then, and give away some of your books.
I get them back.
Do you?
You look nice today.
Don't do that.
Do what?
Try to distract me with your compliments.
You do. And you smell nice.
Alex.
I feel like I smell like sweat and cigarettes, but you smell like
Cigarettes?
lilac.
You said you quit smoking.
I did. Mostly.
Mostly?
Mostly.
God damn it. Anything else you want to tell me?
I love you.
Do you? Me? Or your comic books?
Okay, that's not nice. Okay, I don't make you choose between me and your students.
My students are people.
Are they?
We both quit smoking together. That is really important to me.
I know. I'm sorry, okay? I won't have another one.
Promise? Swear it?
I swear.
The end. 42 months.
Hi.
Hi.
How was work?
Fine. Are you?
Fine.
Are you, feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
The doctor called, and
Not about any more doctors.
I think it would be good if
No, Lila.
you shouldn't be dealing with this on your own.
I thought I had you.
I got a job.
Congratulations.
It's in Atlanta.
The South?
It's a really good job, Alex.
Right.
I think I think that you should see a therapist
I have.
more regularly. You went more when you didn't even have
A real problem.
you've been you've been a lot to carry, Alex.
I'm sorry, 3 miscarriages have made me hard to be around. If only there was another way to have a child.
Please don't start this again.
We both know I can't carry to term, so I don't understand why you won't even consider.
No interest in being pregnant. I have told you that. I'm sorry that this keeps happening to you, but don't ask me to. It's not fair that you. Don't ask me again. Don't make me say no again.
I thought you wanted kids.
I, I did. I do. I just. Not like this.
Then like what?
We could adopt.
I don't want to do that.
Why not?
Because it's not how I imagined it. Okay, that's not how it's supposed to go.
Not how it's supposed to go. I'm willing to have a child with you, and there are a ton of children out
Don't try to guilt me into adoption. Okay, is it so wrong that I want a kid that looks like one of us? My brother has 3 kids, and all I want is one, just one kid.
Job starts in August. 3 weeks. I cannot keep doing this with you. If you want to adopt, great. Let's do that. I will pull out my computer right now and I will find us a way. If you want to try again and get pregnant, great.
Doctor said my body can't take another miscarriage. Our best bet is
No. Our best bet is adoption then. Great studios. We could.
I'm not moving to the South.
Alex,
And you know that. That's why you're not wearing your ring. So just say what you want to say, Lila.
something isn't working here, Alex.
You want a divorce?
Couples therapy. We can fix this.
We can't fix what's broken here.
What if we had forever? 18 months.
Holy shit, what a day.
Yeah? What happened?
Well, the dean decided that we needed to have more research or something. We got this crazy email about how we are failing our students by not doing our due diligence.
Oh, wild.
Yeah, like, how many shitty conferences am I going to have to go to? My students are fine.
Yeah, I bet.
What's wrong?
What?
Something's wrong.
Nothing's wrong.
You're being weird.
You're being weird.
Alex,
I'm fine.
did something happen with your parents? Is your mom okay?
My parents are fine.
Are my parents okay? I know they like talking to you more, but this is a new low. I'm their daughter. They should
Your
call me.
parents are fine, I think. I haven't. I called Helen yesterday, and she was baking cookies with salt. Which, by the way, it's weird that your parents bake together. She was talking about getting another cat, and I was like, Helen, I don't know. I mean, you already have two, and you know Saul's allergic. And then she mentioned the medication your dad is going on, that she could. She's fine.
Are you pregnant?
What?
I thought it would be funny.
Why would that be funny?
I mean, I obviously can't get you pregnant. Wait, are you cheating on me?
With a man?
Are you cheating on me with a woman?
Nobody is cheating on you. Unless you're cheating on me. And I can't speak for that.
I'm not. What is going on?
I wrote a thing.
A thing.
Do you promise to let me get to the end before you say anything?
I will try.
Lila,
You're being so weird.
please. Promise.
All right. I promise.
I want forever. I want to taste the toast you burn for breakfast every morning. I want to hear the sound of your snores at midnight.
I don't snore.
Lila,
What? I don't.
yes, you do.
You snore.
We both do.
I don't.
Now I have to start over.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I want forever. I want to taste the toast you burn for breakfast every morning. I want to hear the sound of it. Fuck it. I'll just. Where should I?
Is this part of it?
Lila, I'm skipping ahead. It's a little long.
How many pages is it?
4.
4?
To match with the forever theme.
That's a lot of pages, babe.
I want to be your forever. Okay? I want to kiss your really gross morning breath and drink wine from the bottle, sharing it back and forth, trying to figure out if you really can tell the difference between good wine and cheap wine, because really there is no difference. And I want to go see bad theater and weird art shows and lectures about how linguistically we're dumber than we've ever been, and talk about how art shapes us and changes us and forges us closer together, even if we hate it, because in a single moment we're both experiencing something visceral and real and honest, and we're experiencing it in the same plane, separate from this one. And for those tiny moments, we're kind of floating above everyone else, because in those moments our souls take a moment to speak to each other in another language triggered by art that only they know. I want to laugh with you as the sun sets and talk shit about all our friends who we barely like forever. I want to get a cat who we name Buttons, and I want to grow a garden with you where we can grow basil and peppermint, cilantro and thyme, and our hands get dirty in the soil, and then we say fuck it and roll around in the dirt. And I want to walk along the beach with you and we're like 60 and our knees hurt, and we talk about how the sand is so much better for our ankles than the concrete, and we'll both hold hands and fall down and struggle to help each other up, but at least we'll be struggling together and forever. I want to fight about how many comic books I have and how you tend to get a little intense over non-intense worthy things forever. I want to die with you at my bedside, reading my Elizabeth Bishop poetry, and you calling me gay for asking you to read my Elizabeth poetry as I'm dying. Okay, I want you to be with. I'm not done yet.
Are you, Alex, are you asking me to marry you?
I'm trying to.
I thought you never wanted to get married.
I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, I was getting to that.
Wait, Alex, are you sure?
Yeah, of course I am. I mean, I am. On one condition.
What condition?
I will never, ever move to the South.
That's it?
Dare ever ask me to. That's it.
Alex,
Do you want to get married? I mean, Lila McGuire. Will you marry me?
Alex tries to get down on one knee, but Lila jumps her and knocks her over.
Oh. Is that a yes?
yes, of course. Of course I'll marry you.
The real first date. Day 1.
Hi.
Hi. Were you gonna...
Oh, no. Yes, maybe.
I hate blind dates.
This is the blind date that we set ourselves up on.
I actually really love the idea of a self-set-up blind date, but
Right. Thank God for the internet.
it's such a weird app, isn't it? You just like write a blurb and it sets you up with someone.
Yeah.
So, George or Martha?
What?
Are you a George or a Martha?
I don't. Is that a reference to.
Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Have you read it?
I haven't. I'm not. I don't read a lot of plays.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
You're a sociology professor.
Anthropology. Really, really, I study linguistic anthropology. So it's most of what I read is really how our language has evolved over time to be shorthand because we are trash at being humans and communicating with each other.
Oh.
That's what my dissertation was on, anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like the little letter things we do.
What?
Like OMG, FML, TFW.
What's TFW?
I don't know. I mean, there are all these letters now, and I can't keep up. The guides can't keep up. The youths are constantly coming up with all these new alphabet slangs, and it makes me feel old. And I'm not that old. It feels like they're intentionally coming up with a new language to remind me I'm hip, but not that hip.
I don't think they say things like hip.
Oh, well, whatever they say.
Do you read a lot of plays?
My ex-girlfriend was a playwright. She made me read a lot of them. I liked all of them except hers.
Oh,
Is it weird that I brought up my ex?
a bit.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just don't, I feel like this is a thing. We talk shit about our exes and then we somehow bond and that feels like a shitty way to start a relationship.
Yeah, I get that.
This isn't going well, is it?
I don't think so.
I'm not good at this.
Me either. I hate dating.
I'm I'm not really over mine, to be honest.
What?
My ex, it ended abruptly.
Oh,
Thinking about calling her.
you should. Totally.
God, this is awkward. I I should not be bringing this up on a date, but we were in love, you know? And I thought I was ready to move on, but I'm clearly not.
It's okay. This is how it goes sometimes. I bet she's great.
She's not. She's uh she's a serial cheater who has no idea what she actually wants.
So much for her talking shit about our exes. So this date is dead on arrival, right? Like I don't have to be a normal human being anymore, right?
What? Oh, yeah. I, what?
How long would we last?
I don't know you.
And we're obviously not going to date, so it's just for fun.
I don't know. 5 years?
5? Really?
You don't think we'd last 5 years?
3 tops.
Is it a good relationship?
One of those ones.
So why did we break up?
Something one of us couldn't compromise on?
Kids, marriage.
All of it.
It was nice to meet you. Um, Friends?
Sure.